Yes, it's here, our Critical Hits of 2018 video, which is just in time for April 2019. But hey, I had to let things sink in a little bit, reflect. And so, as we've already established in the past, I am terrible at committing to different orders, so this is going to be a non-ordered list of our favorite games and expansions from 2018. I'll have 3 games and 1 expansion, then I reached out to our frequent contributors in order to let us know their thoughts on things. So, without further ado, we're starting with my Critical Hit expansion of 2018. And our Critical Hit expansion is Terraforming Mars Prelude. This is it. This is one of the best expansions to any game ever. It is just such a distillation of what I like most about Terraforming Mars and just gives a little bit of oomph to the beginning of the game, and it doesn't really detract from anything else. Essentially, it comes down to giving you some extra customization options as you're determining your starting hand and your starting corporation. What's best about it is that it's simple. It is very intuitive, and as soon as you start playing with it, it fits within the context of the rest of the game. And 2, it makes the game that much faster, which Terraforming Mars can occasionally run a long playtime. And 3, because it's faster, it makes it that much easier in order to incorporate all of the cool corporate era stuff from the base game into your normal play sessions, which is awesome. It allows you to play with your toys without feeling like it is taking forever. This is the only expansion for the game that I can unequivocally recommend, and it is easily my favorite expansion for any game in 2018. And our first Critical Hit game of 2018 is Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig, the underdog. Hey, you guys know that this game came out? Yes, it is a re-implementation of an already existing game, but it takes the best parts of Castles of Mad King Ludwig, the theme and the bonus system, and incorporates this into make its own distinct game. Plus, it got the full treatment of luxury one expects from a Stonemaier game, which is lavish and great. The last thing that I want to say about this game is that it plays excellently at any player count between 2 and 7, and having that degree of flexibility in a game with this many strategic choices is awesome. Also, it has a bunny room, so it's kind of the best. And our next Critical Hit goes to the Tale of Ord. Now, 2018 was the year that narrative puzzle mystery thingy started making sense as games to me, and Tale of Ord was by far the best. The debut game by Post Curious and Rita Orlov, this thing blew the competition out of the water. With brilliant integration of puzzles utilizing narrative, physical components, and more academic disciplines than I could shake a stick at, this thing is incredible. Even the way that you have to constantly recontextualize what parts of the real world are being incorporated into the tabletop space. Playing through this game, The Tale of Ord, with my wife Christina has been one of the most memorable gaming experiences of my life. My final Critical Hit for 2018 is Root. Yo, this game is so good. Yes, it has snappy area control and combat mechanics. Yes, it is a beautifully illustrated and wonderfully thematic game. But more than anything, I love how this game feels like it's a platform for experimentation. I love seeing how factions interact, how different player counts and play styles interact. Overall, I believe in my heart of hearts that Root itself is not a complicated game. It just has complicated faction interactions, and that makes for such cool gameplay. This game definitely isn't for everyone, and as you experiment with it, it becomes more and more unstable, with certain factions being bad mashups with one another or untenable at certain player counts. But that sort of mechanical exploration in a game, which is otherwise a really fun and solid platform that looks this good, just makes me want to play around in the forests of Root that much more.
Keyforge is a CCG that is affordable that you don't need some kind of extensive knowledge on the series to be able to play it, and that allows for a certain amount of discovery when you play the game. You're not hunting down this card or that card for its special ability. It's a CCG that allows for its players to organically find new things and to be excited each time they open a new box. It may not be the best balanced game, but balanced games are honestly boring because it means that there's not any real choices or strategies that lead to victory. It's an experience that I think brings together a community in a way that I haven't seen in a very long time, not since the heyday of Magic the Gathering, which I never had the opportunity to be a part of. So for me, Keyforge is the game of 2018 because of what an impact it's had on the industry as a whole and on the CCG genre. That's
C genre.
I'm gonna have a C genre over here.
Hi, I'm Josh Simons, and I make occasional contributions to the Cardboard Herald. I played a lot of great games last year, but my favorite game that was released in 2018 is right here, the Island of El Dorado. There are some mechanics that feel familiar while you're playing this game, but what's cool about it is that every time you play the game, the island takes on a different shape. It'll have you searching for shrines to make offerings at. You're looking for a cave that the final goal is in. You're trying to conquer your opponents. You're trying to conquer baddies in the cave. You can do this by building up an army, or you can roll the dice with luck. You can go about it any way you want to. So there's a lot of fun to be had with this game, and it was my favorite one to come out last year.
So that's it. Those are our critical hits of 2018. I know there were a ton of games that were awesome in 2018 that just didn't make the cut. So if you have any thoughts about these games, other games, or just anything in general, you know what to do. Thank you so much to all of our contributors, and thank you for watching. I've been Jack for the Cardboard Herald. If you enjoyed this video, we have all kinds of other reviews, interviews, and recommendations via writing, podcasts, and video here on our channel and website cardboardherald.com. Our content is audience supported, so if you want to show your support, please visit our Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cardboard Herald.